What's up, YouTube? It's Picky Chad and the cat, and today I am here to show off my Purple Eyes Gray Dragon deck. And a lot of people like to mostly rely on either Blue Eyes or Red Eyes. Well, in my deck is both. That's why I call it Purple Eyes Gray Dragon. And so I am going to get started to show you how I do it. So I run 3 copies of each dragon. It's pretty self-explanatory because, the deck is based off of those 2, so I need to run at least 3 to keep my supply good and running. It hasn't really steered me wrong yet, but sometimes I'll have my moments where it gives me a dead hand, but still. I run 1 Red Eyes alternate, Blue Eyes alternate dragon, I should say. Running more than 1 kind of is troublesome, but running more than 1 is troublesome. 1 is a pretty good amount because usually when I have them in my hand I can't really use them, but sometimes when he's in my hand I can use them because he can't be normal summoned or set. Yeah, he can be special summoned by revealing 1 Blue Eyes in your hand, so he's pretty good. And then I got Light Pulsar. Since the deck is Blue Eyes and Red Eyes, each of them is, 1 is light and 1 is dark. So Light Pulsar is perfect for that because when Light Pulsar is in your hand, you can remove from play either both a light and a dark monster and special summon them. And plus there's a fusion between Red Eyes and a level 6 dragon type monster, and Light Pulsar fits that budget perfectly. And then 2 baby dragons, 2 Gearfrieds. Baby dragon usually always searches out Gearfried because Gearfrieds, when destroyed by battle, and sometimes I think card effect, no, just battle, it can search out a Red Eyes monster, a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster, and Gearfried, and it also attaches to the monster it brought from the deck. And Gearfried, when Gearfried's on the field and has a card equipped to it, it can destroy that equipped card and destroy 1 spell or trap your opponent controls. So that usually goes well together. I have 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. 1 is a perfect amount. It doesn't need to be more than 1. It helps out get a lot of dragon plays going. 2 Red Eyes Wyvern. If all else fails, it's a good fighter. He has 1800 attack, 1600 defense. His effect is pretty decent, but he has some pretty good attack, so he's usually one of your low level attackers next to Gearfried. 2 Blackstone Legends, because when brought to the field, tribute and special summon a Red Eyes monster from your deck. And it can be any Red Eyes monster, except, I believe, Red Eyes Baby Chick. 3 Sages with Eyes of Blue. One of the mini tuners of the deck. When normal summoned, I can add 1 level 1 light monster from my deck to my hand. And usually that will include the Whitestone of Ancients. But it also, what you do is you can discard it and discard an effect monster along with it. Or just put from your field to the graveyard 1 effect monster. And then it'll allow you to special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So, right off the bat, when you first start the game, you can normal summon like a Red Eyes Wyvern, discard Sage, send Red Eyes Wyvern to the grave, straight Blue Eyes. This card's similar in a way, because when sent to the graveyard during the end phase, you can special summon a Blue Eyes from your deck. And he's another tuner. I run 1 Komodo. 1's pretty self-explanatory, but still, when destroyed by battle, you can special summon a dragon from your hand. Hopefully you have Red Eyes or Blue Eyes. I'm debating about this on keeping it or leaving it. He's good for its defense. Usually when I have it, I don't use its effect properly, so I feel like it's just a knockoff. But if anything, I would probably trade it for a breakthrough skill for right now. I mean, it still works some wonders, but it's okay. Good defender. King of D. When normal summoned, discard a spell or trap and add one of the flute cards. Dragon Revival Rhapsody. When a spellcaster's on the field, I can special summon 2 normal type dragons from my grave. And it works too, like say if I have Red Eyes, Black Dragon, and I XYZ summon for a rank 7, and I bring out Big Eye. He's a spellcaster, so if I use Dragon Revival Rhapsody, I could use it with Big Eye on the field because he's a spellcaster. 2 Dragon Shrines. It lets you send first 1 normal dragon type monster to your graveyard, and if it was a normal, you can send a second normal type to the grave. So say if you want to get your Light Pulsar out, you could send 1 Red Eyes and 1 Blue Eyes, and you already got the materials for it. It's also good for a Dragon Mirror. Silver's Cry, that's another help for Dragon Shrine because Silver's Cry can target 1 normal dragon and special summon it. Dragon's Mirror and Red Eyes Fusion. Red Eyes Fusion is, well, of course, for the Red Eyes, but Dragon's Mirror is mostly for the Blue Eyes. But if I absolutely have to use it, I'll use Dragon's Mirror for Red Eyes. 1 Reinforcement of the Army. I usually never use this card, but it just helps to search out my Gearfried because he's a low-level attacker. 2 Twin Twisters. I really like getting my Blue Eyes and Red Eyes into the grave, and if I can get those 2 into the grave and destroy 2 spells and traps on my opponent's field, that's a double plus for me. I mean, you can't beat that. 1 Upstart because it has a lot of high attack monsters in the deck itself. So if giving my opponent 1,000 life points is all I need to do in order to draw an extra card, then I might as well because I could really use an extra card. I mean, it could really help. It really helps the deck flow. Foolish Burial, another card to help getting my Blue Eyes and Red Eyes into the grave. 1 Legacy of Yatagarosu. The only reason I have it in my deck is because it allows me to draw 1 card. I didn't have a Jar of Greed, so I put him in there. And I have 1 Breakthrough skill. I had Skill Drain, but it was really slowing me down, so I took it out. Now for the extra deck. The main deck is a 40 card deck. 2 traps, mostly monsters, and a few spells. I don't know the exact numbers of everything, but. And the extra deck I don't use a lot. I really don't focus my attention on the extra deck. It's not like my Terrifyingly Adorable deck where I use it non-stop. But I have 2 Synchros for 9. I have a Trishula and I have a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. I don't use Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon very often because that's the only light Synchro I have in the extra deck. But Trishula is amazing. I'm not sure if he's on the ban list or not. But this deck is mostly... I feel like it's not exactly tournament ready. But Trishula allows me, when Synchro Summon, I can manage 1 card from my opponent's hand, field, and graveyard all at the same time. So he's a pretty awesome card. For fusions, I run Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. He doesn't even need a fusion card to bring him out. I just need to bring out fusions, sending the above monsters you control to the graveyard without the polymerization. And it can't be destroyed by battle, and it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. So, that is like amazing. And then I got Red Eye Slash Dragon. I don't use him a lot, but he just fills up the deck. I have to have Blue Eyes Ultimate, because I mean, you can't have 3 Blue Eyes and not have Blue Eyes Ultimate in your extra deck. Meteor Black Comet. I love this guy because when he's fusion summoned, I can send 1 Red Eyes monster from my hand or deck to the grave and inflict damage to my opponent equal to half the original attack. So I can send just a regular Red Eyes and inflict 1200 damage to my opponent just like that. And when he's sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, I can special summon 1 normal monster from my graveyard. And then when Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate. I don't use him a lot either. For my XYZs, I have 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, 1 number 68 Xenophon the Sky Prison, 1 number 107, 2 number 11s Big Eye. And I mostly use Big Eye. I don't normally use Galaxy Eyes or the other 2. I always use Big Eye because I can take control of 1 monster my opponent controls. And this deck has a lot of issues. Like, I do a lot of other Blue Eyes decks. So, the main issue I have with this deck is trying to trump over that Blue Eyes. Because Blue Eyes is 3000 attack. So, it's kind of hard to beat 3000. And I don't know how to use Link monsters yet. But I do have 3 Link monsters in my extra deck. And that will be Underclock Taker, Proxy Dragon, and Topologic Gumblar Dragon. So, I hope you enjoyed my deck profile. I hope it gives you some ideas on what to work with. But let your friends know about my videos, and hopefully I can bring more content. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching.